over in Oklahoma, the Senate has passed a bill aiming to ban gender confirming care health for minors as well. Now, there's an update to that because there was a new clause that was just added that's going to eliminate gender affirming care for adults. That's right. So no longer is it about, do you have, your faculties and are you an adult? You can vote, you can rent a car, you can drive. No. It's all trans people. So Oklahoma has added an emergency clause to HB 2177. This bill has already passed committee. It'll eliminate almost all adult gender affirming care in the state of Oklahoma. By adding the emergency clause, the bill will go into full effect as soon as the governor signs it. The update is in this section 2, so we can just look at that. It's been it being immediately necessary for the preservation, this is rich, of the public peace, health, or safety. An emergency is hereby declared to exist by reason whereof this act should take effect and be in full force from and after its passage. So again, that is describing eliminating gender affirming care for all people, minors, adults alike in the state of Oklahoma, gone completely. Mike, you laid it out, but who's been fooled by the narrative that this is about children?
Right. The goal was always to ban people in general because this will force people to detransition. And the rationale behind these types of adult trans bans is, well, listen, your brain isn't fully developed until you're 25 years old. So you shouldn't really make these permanent decisions about yourself until then. Meanwhile, we can still force you if you're under 25 to give birth to your rapist's baby. Yep. You can buy guns, you can buy alcohol, you can get married. It's just, they're extremely disingenuous, and this is about hate and erasing trans people from existence. And one thing that's really interesting about these bans on gender affirming care is that they carve out specific instances where if you are a cis kid and you're getting puberty blockers or you're getting HRT, that's okay. It's just trans kids. So they make it very clear that there are exceptions only for cis kids. And that just goes to show you what this is all about, because puberty blockers are given to young girls who experience puberty too soon. It's also, hormone replacement therapy. Cis people get that too. It's just about trans people and excluding them from society. And it's honestly, if you look at the UN's criteria for genocide, I think that some provisions, they meet the definition of attempted genocide in some instances, especially if you look at some of these bills in certain states. So it's disgusting, and I feel like it's not necessarily going to get better until there's real resistance from people and from the Democratic Party to combat these narratives, this groomer narrative, and these lies about trans youth. So it's gross.
It is, and it also sort of compounds with the entire difficulty we have in the mental health sphere with access to meds, right? There's a lot of stuff right now. My partner is dealing with an Adderall shortage, right? And all of these meds are under, strict, they're being metered out or whatever. All the ways that we put barriers and roadblocks to people just getting their meds and being able to access that. Forget affordably, right? That's neither here nor there. There's all this stuff. I can just imagine also the menopausal cis women who suddenly are unable to access their hormones and are freaking the F out. So Republicans look out, because your wives are gonna be angry at you if you keep on doing this, and suddenly they can't get access to their hormones. But again, that's where it's headed. It's we wanted to stop one person who was also look really good in heels from getting. It's just oh my God, the fragility.